feeling pretty good lately. I've been struggling with my sleep a little bit, and I got back on it.
Struggling with your sleep? You staying up too late eating Wawa donuts?
Mostly.
Putzing around?
I was putzing around. I was doing too much putzing, not enough sleeping, and it was all messed up. I vowed to now approach sleep differently.
Took a vow, huh?
Well, you're trying to make it more official than the way that I said it.
You said you vowed.
I did say that. I said I vowed. I didn't say I took a vow. This isn't like a long respected traditional vow that I'm taking. That is.
Maybe you should take your sleep more seriously.
Do you know any sleep vows? Do you know ancient wisdom sleep vows? Like, is there a sleep vow in Buddhism that I don't know about? Does Christianity have a sleep vow? Where are these sleep vows that you're taking?
You go straight to ancient wisdom, huh?
That's where if you're taking a vow, it's coming from ancient wisdom. Are you gonna take a vow from Scientology?
Some Scientologists do, right?
Are you gonna take a vow from Scientology?
No.
If I said, okay, Ansley, you have to take a vow and you have to live by this vow. It can either come from Scientology or from Buddhism, but you have to take a vow.
I'd like to know what the vow is.
You don't get to know what the vow is.
I would like to
know. You only know what organization is responsible for them. That's it.
Why?
Because this is just to establish the idea of what you feel about ancient wisdom as opposed to new wisdom, I guess, if Scientology is new wisdom. Mm-hmm. So this is going to establish how you feel about which one of those things. Do you put your faith in ancient wisdom or do you put your faith in Scientology?
Damn well know the answer to that.
Well, what is the answer?
Buddhism.
There you go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I went to ancient wisdom when I was talking about taking a vow.
All right.
Right? So, I made a vow. This is new wisdom. This shouldn't be trusted, this vow that I'm talking about. I made this vow.
Okay.
Right? We just established that, no, this does not have the credibility of ancient wisdom.
Okay.
This is something that I made up last week, this week.
Yeah.
Not even, it's like, I try to give it more history than it actually has. I try to say last week. It was days. This week.
Still this week. So what was your vow?
So I'm going to approach sleep as something to master.
How has that been treating you this week?
I mean, it's been treating me badly.
Are you a novice? If you had to give yourself a belt on your sleep mastery progression, are you a white belt?
Yeah, I've been putzing around. It's for sure a white belt. I'm putzing.
And this is what inspired you to buy the sleep mask? You're like, I gotta have the gear. I know where to start with the gear.
That is funny because in American society, when you're about to take on a new lifestyle, you gotta get the gear.
Gotta get the gear.
You gotta get the gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a sleep mask.
Mm-hmm.
That is so funny. People get so bogged down in gear that they get overwhelmed about the thing.
I don't even know what to do with all this gear. I got to learn how to use it.
It's too much gear.
Yeah.
And then you start to approach this threshold where it's like, I can only use this gear for this one thing. So if I'm going to be this, I'm going to have to really go balls out.
Yeah.
And then you get because I'm going to have more of this gear than I have other gear.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when my mom would get all churchy for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And of course, when she was churchy, she got to wear all of the Little House on the Prairie dresses that she would wear.
She got a new wardrobe.
Completely new.
Wardrobe.
You can't. My mom had mostly bad burrito outfits. You can't go to church in bad burrito outfits.
But it's not like you go to church all the time. You got to have one outfit for church.
When you get into church, you go all the time. You volunteer for all the things. You start going to all the stuff the choir practice and prayer meetings and Bible readings and all these weird things throughout the week. Mm-hmm. You get churchy.
So she needed an outfit every day.
I mean, you gotta. You can't show up in the same thing.
I can't even imagine your mom in Little House on the Prairie dresses.
I mean, they were just long sleeve hip dresses though.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be I mean, it's like if you shorten the sleeves a little bit, that would be a recognizable bad burrito dress.
But they had long sleeves.
Yeah.
No bad burrito wears long sleeves.
It was like long sleeves but no back.
It's like all the bad burrito shirts that have long sleeves have all the slits up them. So
Yeah,
they're like not real
yeah.
sleeves. I had me some of
Yeah.
those in college.
She almost had like fishnet sleeves.
Yeah. Pretend sleeves.
Yeah. Those are hoe sleeves. Those are bad burrito sleeves. That's how you encase a bad burrito. That's
Yeah.
bad burrito wrapping right there.
Yeah. It's like the shirts that show the shoulders.
Yeah.
You see people at work and you're like, why are you wearing your bad burrito shirt at work?
That's
You're pushing it.
yeah, you're really you're like I mean, where are you going after work?
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got on the docket? Yeah, so I'm trying to get this sleep mastered. I got my gear.
Got your gear.
I got my sleep mask.
Yeah.
What have you been thinking of? I geared us all up. Like, cause when I change for the better, I make sure that there's an avenue for everybody around me to also make those same changes. So you got geared up.
Mm-hmm. I got a sleep mask.
How have you been enjoying your
I
gear?
just wiggle out of it. I tried. Something's on my head.
It's tough. It is something to get used to. You know, it's having something around your head while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the things that you're psychologically conditioned to not have happen
Yeah.
while you're sleeping. That's like a sign of something's going wrong.
Yeah. Fix this.
You're like, you wake up and oh my god, something's on my head. Something's on my head. Yeah, that is a tough, thing to kind of get you. It's tough to get used to. You don't want to, while you're getting used to having something on your head, you don't want to also lower your defenses.
No.
No, because something's gonna get on your head. You don't want to have like that where like something's on your head while you're wearing a sleep mask, and you're like, oh, it's just my sleep mask.
I'm gonna suffocate to death with one of our children like lays across my face. I'm like, it's just a sleep mask. Oh. I'm dead.
Yeah, you better wiggle out of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. It sounds like you're sleeping very defensively. You're like, no, I'm just framing all night and wiggling out. Yeah, that's I'm just that. So you haven't really had any sleep mask experience to speak of?
No, I haven't. I've never sleep masked before.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, you're loving it.
Yeah, I mean, so is our son who also got geared up.
Yeah, he loves. It makes me think it's a guy thing, but I don't know. I think it's a you and Finn thing.
I don't know. We'll see, man. Like once the girls are old enough to get geared up, like right now, if they're too young. They really just think it was all about the gear. They're too young to get geared up for sleep. Yeah, right.
You have any more plans for your sleep mastery? Like what comes next?
A white noise machine. I haven't gotten all the sleep gear yet. All the latest in sleep gear.
Gotcha.
There's all sorts of like pajamas I want to try out.
Are we gonna be in silk sheets soon?
I might get a sleep cap.
What does a sleep cap even do for you?
I don't know. You see, but that's what like the hats that come up and have like they're cones, but then they're folded at the top a little bit.
You might need one of those.
Might need one of those. I don't know. Who am I to disregard ancient sleep wisdom?
Yeah.
That's like who's the Morpheus? I believe that's the god of sleep.
Oh, I don't know.
Pretty sure he wears a sleep cap.
I think I've got moths in my clothes. Keep finding little holes in some of my clothes.
Okay, is that a subject change right there? you got your moth. You're mothing out over here.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm concerned.
Do you think that's a sleep issue?
Maybe I've been asleep for 20 years.
Yeah. Man, that sucks. Like we're at the age now where you got moths in your clothes.
Maybe.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's very disturbing.
Yeah. Or maybe you're just, we're at the age where you're doing so much less ancillary activity where the holes have to come from moths.
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't rolling around on my stomach.
Yeah.
This hole get here.
Like when you're like young in college and you're like drunk and you're going out places.
Yeah.
And you come back with like holes and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
For sure it wasn't a moth. I know that much. Yeah. I don't know. That's wild. Like, do I have holes in my clothes? Is it just your clothes? You got moths in your drawers?
I found two pieces of clothing so far.
Yeah.
So I'm still investigating.
Okay. How's that investigation going?
I need some gear.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need like
A moth light.
yeah, or what am I trying to say? Magnifying glass.
Yeah, for sure.
A tweed coat, tweed jacket.
Yeah, and a hat.
A hat.
Yeah.
You need a detective cap. I'll order you one when I get my sleep cap.
Okay.
I'm gonna gear it up. Yeah, man. I hope that moth thing gets taken care of.
Sorry to spring that on you.
So where are you finding these holes though in your clothes?
Well, one was a sweater that I got from my mom, so I was like, "Oh, that's my mom's moths."
Oh, yeah.
Right? But then I found another shirt today, but it's an older shirt, and it was in my dresser. Like the other sweater was somewhere else, and I'm like, so now I wonder.
You think you inherited your mom's moths?
Yeah, I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, yeah. They're passed down from mother to daughter.
Yeah.
Moths. We've had these moths in our family for decades or centuries or how many generations? How many generations do you think the moths are that are passed down from your mom to you?
Oh, definitely like 4 or 5 generations old.
5 generations? Sounds like ancient wisdom right there.
Maybe I should just sit down and talk to those moths.
What do these moths know about sleep? Maybe they can help with sleep. Man, good.
You going to end up at a sleep center?
I don't know.
Some probes on you?
I'm always, every time I get into something, like once I get into that part where it starts to be community oriented, I'm like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I don't know if I like this.
Oh man, yeah, that is weird that at some point, like even sleep becomes community oriented.
Yeah. That's like jujitsu is the only community oriented thing that has not disturbed me.
And the community is trying to kill each other.
Yeah, it's ironic.
Like, okay,
that's very ironic. I mean, it's also you don't have to like know a lot about what people think.
No,
you know?
It's not. Yeah, not so much talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to necessarily be part of the sleep community.
Have you found a Facebook group to terrorize yet?
No. I need to consider Facebook groups as part of my gear for mastery in this day and age.
Yeah.
Like if you're not part of a Facebook group that corresponds to what you're trying to do, are you even trying to do it?
Not really.
I mean, but that's the community aspect of it that is just like, I don't know if I like this. Maybe sleep isn't for me. Maybe I shouldn't even really be sleeping at all. I mean,
man, I hope you master this. I'd like to enjoy sleep with you.
Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I think I'm a purple belt, maybe a brown belt in sleep. I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? I think I'm going to take it to a whole new level. I think in like 3 months, I'm going to be levitating.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's going to mess up my sleep, Sydney.
I'm going to be I'm going to be and one mixed sleeping.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hot dog my sleep around you. I'm going to be sleeping circles around you, girl. Yeah. I do think a lot of the sleep issues were coming from I had some sugar weakness. I had 2 straight weeks of sugar weakness.
Yeah.
I was so weak. So weak.
It'll get you.
It got me. It got me good.
Yeah.
And honestly, technically it still has me. Like I'm only talking tough right now.
Yeah.
But I'll go back in a heartbeat. Dude, if Sugar paged me right now.
Yeah, you'd leave this podcast right now.
I'd be like, I gotta go answer this page. I don't.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I don't like how I feel about the sugar. Your relationship with the sugar.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like sugar's coming between me and my relationship with sleep. Yeah. You know, I need to fix that. Yeah. You know, but man, I've been going ham. Yeah. I've been chasing a fix, right? Because I get on my sugar craves, and if I can just have this one thing that I'm craving, I'll be good. I'll be able to drop it. Like I had that taste of that one thing, and I got it. And so right now, I'm really craving a shortbread cookie filled with chocolate.
That's the problem. You haven't been able to get this cookie.
Yeah, because they make this cookie at Whole Foods and it's really good.
Yeah,
it's a really good cookie. And they have the one that's filled with chocolate and the one that's filled with like raspberry or strawberry, whatever fucking fruit they fill it with.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped making the chocolate one right before my sugar weakness, which is like, you kidding me? I even went to them. I went to them.
I believe you.
I went to the bakers.
I know you did.
And specifically asked them, like, what the fuck is up with the chocolate cookie?
Yeah.
Where's the chocolate cookie? Like, how is the chocolate cookie not flying off the shelves? Like, you really mean to tell me that this raspberry cookie is in more demand?
You like itching when you were asking. Where you're like, where's the?
I just got a quick question about a cookie. No, I can quit at any moment. I mean, it's not even about that. It's just, yeah, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get that cookie somehow. And, you know, I found shortbread cookies in the grocery store that come in packs. They're like covered in chocolate. And it's just not the same because, you know, they're making those cookies at Whole Foods in the bakery. So they're like freshly made cookies. And these cookies that I'm getting that are in these packages are made to be preserved in packages for a long time. Like, they don't know when those cookies are going to get bought, right? So they have preserved. They taste like plastic. The chocolate tastes like plastic. You know, so I've been trying to, I just can't get my cookie fix.
Sorry to hear this.
I don't see you doing anything to help it.
No, not.
You can bake a cookie.
I'm not gonna bake you a cookie.
Not gonna bake me one cookie.
I'm not gonna bake you a cookie.
Just one.
A shortbread cookie. You're gonna be like, this didn't do it. And then
I've never. No, that's exactly what I want. If you gave me exactly what I was craving right now, I'd be like, thank you. You just saved me from sugar weakness. The only way out is through.
Yeah, I don't know how this became my issue all of a sudden.
Oh, I guess that's where we are. I guess I have to suffer alone. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm telling you to get your shit together.
You're telling me that my issue isn't our issue and your issues aren't our issue?
My issues are our issues.
Oh, damn. These moths are getting to your brain. What's happening over here? What is happening? Yeah, I need to get this sugar taken care of, man. So I've been thinking about just maybe trying other Whole Foods.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's a fancy cookie. I don't think I can make that cookie, Sydney.
Why are you doubting yourself like that? Aren't you reading a book about a champion mindset?
It's not about cooking.
Don't we have the word champion on our wall?
You're like,
champion is not something you do in one aspect of your life. It's something you live throughout. Like, you attack everything with the champ. I'll go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna fucking tell David Goggins. I'm going to tell David Goggins what you just said.
That I won't make you a cookie?
No, I'm going to tell David Goggins that you said you don't think you can make that cookie because it's too fancy. How do you think David Goggins is going to feel about that, Ansley?
He's going to say, fuck the cookie.
No, he's not. He's going to say, if there's a cookie that you feel like you can't make, then that's the fucking cookie you need to get in your kitchen and make now, yesterday.
But I don't know if I even want to make this cookie.
And you might be telling yourself, I don't want to make it. That's just your insecurities about being able to accomplish the cookie coming out and telling you that you don't even want to make the cookie in the first place. You know damn well you want to make that cookie. Stay hard.
How come you haven't tried to make a cookie?
David Goggins talks to you. David Goggins don't talk to me like that. You wake up every morning and you listen to David Goggins.
Yeah.
And you expect me to make the cookie?
Yeah.
I'm the people David Goggins is talking about. I'm the people telling yeah. You know when David Goggins is like, fuck them. That's me. That's me. Oh man. Yeah. So I was let me tell you something I learned.
Oh boy.
I was did you know that there are still witches in the world? That there are still cultures that respect and revere witches and those that practice witchcraft.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah? If you had to guess where it was, where would you guess?
Eastern Europe.
I think you're right. I was hoping you would say a place rather than like a geographic, like like coordinates and shit. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm thinking like Uzbekistan's, like the
Well, let's stop. It's Romania.
the Romanias. Yeah.
I don't know if the stands got witches. They might. But what I watched was about Romanian witches.
Okay.
And yeah, they're out there living life like it is golden.
The witches?
Yes. Because they're highly respected and revered in their culture.
Mm-hmm.
And people still go to them for, like to help break curses that are put upon them,
mm-hmm.
to put curses on other people, to give them good luck, give other people bad luck, all that.
Do they take apprentices?
They do.
Until you become one?
Well, it's really kind of passed down the same way that moths are, from mother to daughter.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is.
There's a white geisha. I think I could be a white witch.
I think you can be. You're damn near Romanian as it stands.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, like if like people are watching, it's like, is she Romanian? You got a Romanian vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a.
I feel like I feel connected. I think I'd like to take a trip there, Sydney.
Yeah, Romania.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's gonna be good for us. I don't know what's gonna happen if you go there and get all that power. I don't know, man. I don't know. You're talking moths and shit? I don't know.
I'd be able to get rid of the moths. I'd help you with your sleep. I'd just whip up a cookie. It'd be good. Use my power for good.
So do you think that all women that bake cookies are witches? Is that what you think a baker is?
I mean, Hansel and Gretel, come on.
Fair enough. So these Romanian witches, boy, oh boy. They're so cocky. They're arrogant ladies.
Yeah.
They're cocky ladies. So here's.
Wouldn't you be if you were a witch?
First
you
of all,
had the power of the spell.
Where do you hear how much power they have?
Okay.
Right. So, the witches in Romania is a very lucrative industry.
Like people pay a lot of money for you to.
Lots of money.
I imagine that most people come to put curses on their enemies.
That seems like a decent amount, but so I'll give you an example. So this one lady was coming to a Romanian witch because, this is like this documentary. So there's this woman interviewing both these people now, like the witch and her client.
Yeah.
Right. And the client's like, so I've been having really bad dreams, like nasty dreams, like the kind of things that you would only see in horror movies. And then the Romanian witch is next to her. She's like, basically, she's possessed by the devil. So that's what she's here for.
Yeah.
She's here to get unpossessed by the devil. Right?
Yeah.
So the person that's interviewing asks, like, well, have you tried seeing a therapist? Somebody that maybe specializes in sleep?
Yeah.
Like, have you done that? You think you were gonna?
Have you been eating the sugars before the bed?
Yes. Are you chasing a cookie? Please describe the cookie you're chasing. Maybe we can help you out with this. But she goes, yeah. She went and saw a therapist, and she didn't feel like it was working. And the lady was like, "How much were you paying for the therapist?" And it was something to the effect of say $40 a session.
Mm-hmm. And
then they go, okay, well, how about, do you think this is working? Do you think coming to see this witch is working? She's like, yeah, it's a little better. I feel like it's working. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you go, how much are these sessions? They're like $4,000 a session.
Wow.
Yeah. They are living fine.
Are they
just fine?
Are they living in big fancy like New Jersey construction dad houses, or are they
the Romanian version of that?
Yeah.
That when I'm looking at their house, that's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those big fucking general contractor New Jersey gaudy houses.
Yeah.
For sure, 100%. That's how they live, and they're living well. And most of the witchcraft that they do is through the internet now.
Wow.
They're doing it over the phone.
What? Can you witch people over the phone?
They can.
I feel like witching needs to be done in person. But that shows you what I know about it.
Yeah, you're very uninformed about. I'm pretty sure witchcraft is in 5G. At the very least.
Yeah.
I think that's why there's so much hubbub around 5G. I think it's witchcraft. It's like Satanism and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, but these witches, they specialize in dark magic, in white magic, light magic, or whatever they call it. I think it was white and dark. And so again, highly lucrative Romanian witchcraft.
Yeah.
Right? Untaxed. They're living untaxed in these houses.
How come you don't have to pay taxes as a witch?
Well, so I don't. I mean, it's an old tradition.
Yeah.
And I would imagine that to some degree it might be hard to tax. It might be hard to like do you have to get a license for it? Like the lady was even saying, it's like, did I go to school for this?
Yeah.
Like, did I learn this skill from the government?
Yeah.
Why should I be giving them money? Right.
Yeah.
So every couple of years, this one politician, he would try to put it on the docket that witchcraft has to be taxed.
Oh, I want to be the politician that's going to tell the witches that you're going to take their money.
Dude, they make one threat.
Yeah.
And then they're like, never mind.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Like, even if you don't believe in witches, like, that's not a game.
Nah.
Like, no.
That is the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
Especially in Romania.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous Romanian game to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they drop it. And then so the woman who's doing the documentary, she went to the guy, like the politician that was responsible for bringing up the bill in the first place. And she's like, why did you bring it up and not follow through with it? And he's like, bitch, they're witches. I didn't know what I was getting into. No, but he, like, so I think one thing that these witches have going for them is that they work with people so often that they get a good read on people.
Yeah.
And they start threatening the members of parliament or whatever the hell Romanian's government is.
Yeah.
They start threatening the ones that they knew were most superstitious about witches.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, we got to stop.
Yeah.
This isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Like she told one of these politicians that if they followed through with that bill, that she was going to have him in a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want that. I don't want that too. We got to stop.
Did they have any proof of their magic working? Did they have it like this guy in the wheelchair was like, oh yeah, I crossed her.
Well, again, it's embedded in their culture so much so that they're revered. So I don't know if it's psychosomatic belief or the people are convincing themselves that they are seeing it, or these bitches are riding around on brooms and shit. They were lighting brooms on fire for their potions and stuff.
They have potions like they have like toad eyes and like lizard skin and stuff in their New Jersey houses.
All right. Yes. So the one witch was making a potion on her kitchen island stove. Her New Jersey kitchen island stove, right? And so the potion that she's making is a potion that is going to get people. It's for breakups. Like somebody wants somebody to break up, so she's making this potion for. So if A wants B and C to break up,
oh, okay, I got
she's making this potion for A to use to make B and C break up.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
So
unrequited love, right?
Yeah, and it's like it's like to make couples not only break up but like run away from each other.
Yeah.
Like break up and like hate each other.
Yeah.
Right. So the potion that she was concocting had chili peppers,
of course,
a black cat's poop, a black dog's poop,
a lot of poop,
and soil from where a dog fight happened.
Soil from where a dog fight happened, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. But then you listen to, she does she has what is it? She says words while she's making the potion. Was that incantation?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
I think. I think so.
I don't know why we're gonna go with that. The two of us just agreed on a word we don't know. I don't know if that's good. I think we're saying something racist right now. I'm pretty sure we're getting canceled as we speak. I am so sorry about our misuse of incantation. I do not mean to appropriate whatever culture incantations are from. So this is her. Or I'm going with incantation. I like it. I like saying it. It's a fun word to say. So, you put it in a pot, you boil it, bam, evil potion, right? And then you go, like, as she's stirring, it's like, may evil and loss go to them, so they won't conceive and lose everything they own. So they'll fight like cats and dogs, and like cat poop smells, so their house smells, and make them fight and break up and stop loving each other.
That kind of makes sense to me why there's so much
So
poop
much,
in there.
right?
Yeah,
You get the poop now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds legit to me.
Yeah, it's going to make your house smell like shit and not know why.
Yeah. You can't live like that.
You're like, it's got to be him.
Yeah. I'm getting as far away from him.
It's him. And then he's like, it's for sure her.
Yeah.
It is for sure. I don't know why.
You imagine that every time you got near your loved one, you just smelled poop?
Yeah.
Like, I've got to get far, far away from this person.
That would suck.
Yeah.
That would suck. But then so as she's doing this potion, because she's being interviewed by somebody outside of their culture, right? And she's being as genuine about what witchcraft is as she can, but you can tell she's like a little skeptical of this interviewer's motivations.
Yeah.
And so as she's doing this potion, she goes, it's like she said, and send again, this is a breakup potion. She's just adding shit like this. She goes, send a curse to all my enemies and those who speak badly of my name. May they turn into dust. Apart from my family, nieces and daughters, of course, because they talk a lot of shit about me.
Yeah, you gotta clarify.
Well, I mean, we are women.
Yeah.
We are women after all. Yeah. So, they get down and it's like a lot of confidence these witches have.
Yeah.
Like they feel like they're hot shit. They consider themselves a credible alternative to the mafia. Like, listen, if you have a problem with somebody, don't go to the mafia and have them killed.
Yeah.
Come to me and make them suffer.
Is there a mafia in Romania?
There must be.
Yeah.
If she's talking about it like that, I don't think a witch would just make that up.
Fair enough.
It's like if we had a mafia, I think Romanians got a mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder. Like, I'm. Forgive me, witches, for saying this, but because you brought up the mafia, I wonder how much how legit it is. Like, if they do a curse and it's not working, like, would they find an alternative way to make sure that whatever they were supposed to do happens? Like, do they have any enforcers?
Like witch enforcers?
Yeah.
Like warlocks?
Yeah.
I don't know if witches have warlocks. And ogres? Mm-hmm. They send the ogres out?
Yeah.
They're going to send their trolls on you if you don't, like what would that even mean though? Like if they sent that potion to a couple's house?
Yeah, what do you do? So the person buys that potion, do they have to make the other people drink it? Or like she just, by her doing it in her kitchen, spell is cast?
See, I don't know. They didn't really specify that. I think it might have been that. It might have been like, this is the potion, it's made, it's in the ether now.
Yeah.
Or it's like, go spray this around their house and it'll work.
Yeah, well, you said it's over the phone and internet, so they must be able to send their potions long distance.
They must, this potion was for somebody that was IRL.
Oh, yeah.
They were in real life. That's what IRL is. Yeah, pretty hip. So, but yeah, I mean, they would also have to be able to send them 5G.
Yeah.
So, but again, it's almost like cheating if what they actually had to do with this potion is like, so what you're going to do is you're going to sprinkle all over the house, put it on their favorite shoes, put it in their car.
Because remember, this potion is half poop.
Yeah, it's like everywhere we go together, it smells like. Have you noticed? And then that was the other thing too. It's like, is this stuff readily available? Like black cat's poop, black dogs poop soil from where a dog fights? Do they have like a stray dog problem where like
That's what I
dogs are
assumed
always
that.
like
Yeah.
fighting? You know?
I was like, oh yeah, they must have a lot of dogs out
Right,
there.
it's Romania, right?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, it's a lot of dog fights.
Yeah, you just got to go around the corner,
Yeah.
dog fight area.
A lot of dog fight dirt.
Yeah, you just got to go follow that dog around to get some poop.
It is
Won't take long.
most of the dirt in Romania is dog fight dirt.
Yeah.
It's just a heavily dog fight dirt country. So
That's pretty intense.
it is pretty intense. Romanian Witches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to know that the witches are still out there.
I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
I not only did I enjoy watching it, because part of me was like, dude, stop believing this woman.
Yeah.
You know? But then another part of it was like, man, I'm glad they believe this woman. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's a world.
You don't believe then, huh?
Well, I don't. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I didn't get to see anybody in a documentary who was going up against the witches. There was no opposition force in the documentary.
Yeah, that's what you need to see to make your decision.
Yeah, I want to see like how are they getting on? Like,
Yeah.
are they seeing well? Are they healthy? You know what I mean? I would love to see what the opposition force to Romanian witches looks like.
Yeah, it might be telling you something that you didn't see one though.
Well, I mean, they were. I don't know how easy it is. Again, it's a documentary. I don't want to be one of those people that assume that if something wasn't in a documentary, then it doesn't exist. I feel like that's one of the problems that we have in America is people assume that if they don't see something on the news, then it's not happening, right? I just don't want to be one of those people. You know?
Okay.
So I take my Romanian witch documentaries very seriously. That's what I'm saying.
How responsible of you.
I try to be as responsible as possible when I'm taking in documentaries.
Good.
Yeah. So some witches out there being witchy.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just I didn't know whether or not to tell that, like to talk about that, because I didn't know if you were going to get too cocky or if you were going to get your shit together. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did I think did I do anything?
I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did. Jury's still out.
Yeah. Oh, I do you want me to be honest with you? I plan to do
Yes.
a lot.
Yes, please. After 21 years of being together, finally, yes, please.
I plan to do some of my own research on this Romanian witches,
Yeah.
and to move away and join them.
All right. Are you going to take the kids?
Only the girls.
All right.
You are way too okay with that.
All right, we're cool. We'll figure it out. Oh man, it's where are we out here? All right, we're skating along here.
Yeah.
We're skating.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got some stuff? I see you got some stuff written
I got
down.
some stuff. I've got a quiz for you.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready to be quizzed?
Is it math?
No, it's not math.
Okay.
It's one of the subjects that I think you excel in. The chief of the Tokyo Olympics organizing committee. He had to apologize for a sexist remark, but he's not going to resign. My question to you is, what did he say?
He probably said something about how you said the chief or the.
He's the chief of the Tokyo Olympics organizing committee. He's a former prime minister. His name is Yoshiro Mori.
Okay, so he's a Tokyoan.
Yeah, he's a Tokyoan.
He's a Tokyoan. All right, what did this Tokyoan say? He probably so I have to talk this out because I've been I stay pretty on top of track.
Yeah.
For the most part, and something you might not know, and the listeners probably also don't know because who the fuck follows track?
Right, you and like two other people.
We're about to see in the next World Championships, the next Olympics, we're about to see some really fast sprinters from places that you don't typically expect to see them from.
They're going to be white people?
No. Well, yeah, but he's American.
Yeah.
Matthew Bowling is one of them.
Okay.
He's American, though.
Okay.
And so he still counts as black. he still counts as that long tradition of black American sprinters.
Okay. Good for him.
Yeah, he seems to like black people a lot. So he may or may not be a wigger. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mostly only see him in track clothes.
Yeah.
But there's like Indonesia.
Yeah.
There's a really fast Indonesian sprinter coming up.
Those islands aren't even long enough to sprint. How does he even practice?
No clue. I have no clue.
Running from all the murder that happens over there.
But they're rock, man. I was watching some of his workout videos the one time.
Yeah.
And it's all the stuff that I talk about, that I've been talking about recently, about the way
the
they
butt.
yeah, the butt. Well, that's what I'm getting at eventually. But like as far as like the connector muscles being strong, like they were really working the connector muscles.
Yeah.
So there's something to that.
Yeah.
Because if they're doing it and they're getting somebody from Indonesia to be one of the fastest people in the world,
Yeah.
dude, he's short compared
Yeah.
to everybody, and he's also skinny. He's like light.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have, when you look at him, he doesn't have features that jump out to you to say, oh, that's why he's fast.
Yeah.
He just looks like a little Indonesian dude.
Really fast.
Just blazing on people.
Yeah.
Very fast. Like he's already close to, I think he's 19 years old, maybe close to 20. He's either 19 or 20, but he's running like 10.00 stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he's running really fast. He's going to be sub 10 shortly.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's Japan. There's some Tokyoans.
Okay.
You know, China, which we've had a fast hurdler in a couple Olympics ago, but nobody necessarily. I mean, you expect a Chinese person to be able to be a fast hurdler. That's just basically running karate kicks. Hey-ya, 1, 2, 3, hey-ya, 1, 2, 3, hey-ya. You know,
just how they get to work on their busy sidewalks, like.
Yeah, so how they jump over Chinese businessmen to get to work. Yeah, and he was also tall. He was like over 6'2", 6'3". He's a big guy.
Yeah.
So you're like, he had features that jumped out to you for why he can do this thing. And yeah. So basically and there's like somebody from Australia, and so like that Australia Asia area, they're about to produce some ridiculous sprinters that it's gonna be shocking to see.
Yeah.
Right. So I say all that to say this. With that being the case, there has to be a lot of emphasis on the butt because the butt is the key to athleticism. So this Tokyoan, was he judge or? He's
the chief of the Olympics organizing committee.
So this Tokyoan chief, he was probably like, man, the butts on these girls are so much better than they used to be, and I'm for it. I am for it. I'm going to go high-five those butts.
Get me high-fiving the butts.
All right, I apologize, but I ain't quitting. I am not going to give up on these butts. You see these butts? So what did he say?
It had nothing to do with butts. He said,
well, he's wrong.
He said...
he should be fired.
He said that women talk too much in meetings. So the group,
where'd he go wrong?
So
what was the next thing he said? What did he get in trouble for?
So wait, I'll tell you exactly what he said. So in the organizing committee, the group wants the people in it. They want to double the number of female members of sports organizations, executive boards to at least 40%.
Okay.
So that's their goal. And he said that's going to make meetings run too long. He said, if we increase the number of female board members, we have to make sure their speaking time is restricted somewhat. They have difficulty finishing, which is annoying. We have about 7 women at our organizing committee, but everyone understands their place.
Yeah, them bitches don't talk.
They
know better than talk.
He says women are competitive. And when someone raises their hand and speaks, they probably think they should speak too.
They do. They 100% do. That is so frustrating at meetings, man. It's like, God, better fucking not, right? Like that's the thing. It's like I will go through a meeting with all sorts of questions that I don't ask, because if somebody fucking like breaks the seal, then that becomes the new hierarchy. And then women are not going to be left out of the hierarchy. Until somebody speaks, the hierarchy is silence.
Listen, you need to apologize.
Not going to apologize. Not going to apologize. This dude is on the fucking money.
I've got, so he is 83 years old. Seems like an important fact.
Ancient wisdom. Why are we disregarding ancient wisdom these days?
That when he said these comments, the council laughed. However, there is now an hashtag Maury please resign going around.
All right. What he should do is like, all right, let's have a meeting about this. We're gonna cap this meeting at 15 minutes. If we can have this meeting in 15 minutes, I'll quit. Does anybody want to speak? Yeah, we got. All right, we're not gonna stop anybody. We're not gonna time anybody. Only 5 people can speak. Go. That meeting would be like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, come on, why? So this is the stuff that gets annoying because it's almost as if there's also a concentrated effort to get people away from knowing themselves biologically so that they can't master themselves and then ascend beyond the need of all of these politicians or whoever's making all these rules and stuff, right? Because, we come from an era, I don't want to say it like that. Women be talking long at meetings, like exactly what he said.
Not
like,
all women.
No, not all women, but there's the one person that does it tends to be a woman. The one person that is like for sure only talking to be seen talking at this meeting, or they're asking questions to be seen. Men don't ask questions they know the answer to at meetings. Women do that all the time, and now this person has to like talk on this to be respectful of the fact that this person asked the question. When knowing damn well that person knows the answer to the question, but you can't be like, do you know the answer to this question? And then like, oh, I do, but I was asking for people that might not know the answer to this question. It's like, no, the fuck you weren't. No, you weren't. It's yeah, man. That can be a little frustrating. I mean, the former me used to be very frustrated about that. Demita wasn't getting enough sleep and eating too much sugar. But I've ascended, and I get it. Like I can handle it, but I also can acknowledge that there is a physiological tendency for women to get a little yappy at meetings.
No.
Like there is that weird urge that women seem to have where they have to have like this control of the way people are seeing them, and it's like so much, again, I say this all the time, so much of a woman's perception of herself revolves around how other people see her, that, like I'm sure that woman's in a meeting like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I not ask a question? Do I ask a question? Like, how do I look like I'm paying attention at this meeting? Because I'm not. I'm only thinking about how I can look like I'm paying attention at this meeting. I'm not actually paying attention at this meeting, So what can I do to make it seem like I am?
I also think that women read a lot of books. Like, women are always trying to better themselves, right? And they read a lot of books.
So, oh my God, I can't wait to see where this goes. Please tell me why the fact that women read so much books, so many books. I apologize. So, okay, I'm sorry. Finish, please.
Why am I talking too much for you?
No. I mean, but it's just like, why when women read books, they got to talk a lot. I'm very curious to see this.
Because if you read a lot of books about how to make it in the business world, they're always like, you've got to speak up. You've got to, make yourself seen. You got to make yourself heard. When you're in a meeting, you should always, raise your hand and say something. And women take that advice to heart. And because they're always, women try to do the right thing a lot. And
dude,
so
just wear your bad burrito dress to work. We'll see you.
That is not the way to succeed in the office.
We'll see you.
Then they're going to get their butts high-fived. Women don't want that either.
All right.
You and Maury out there high-fiving and shushing women.
Men high-five each other's butts.
Okay.
You telling me you're going to tell me on Super Bowl Sunday that men don't high-five each other's butts?
Yeah, they do. They do. But that doesn't mean they should get to high-five women's butts.
If women want to be part of the game.
No.
The high-five is to acknowledge, hey, good game.
Yeah, but that's the men's game. We're not playing the men's game.
Are you implying that men and women are different?
Yeah.
What? Are you allowed to do that?
Yes.
It'd be funny if, like, after all the stuff that I was saying, like, that's the thing.
Hashtag Ansley, please resign.
please resign from Two Jack Bros. Oh, man. That would be funny. Man, I think we're gonna stop here
Okay.
for this episode.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop here. Oh man, I forgot to mention the Patreon. Well, we have a Patreon. Check it out. Check it out if you so see fit. Also, Romanian Witches. Check them out.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some research. We're probably gonna come back with some Romanian witch shit. Get your sleep right.
Get some gear. Get a sleep mask.
Get your sleep gear. First of all, get your gear right. Do you have slippers? Get your gear right.
Yeah.
Get your gear right. I feel like I just only want pajamas that have half moons on them from here on out.
Do you think that's important? What's on your pajamas?
Heavy sleep gear.
Yeah.
That's sleep camouflage.
Are your moons gonna be sleeping? Like they're already right?
They're gonna have like little Z's coming out of them.
And like little closed eyes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let me get some sleepy moons on my pajamas. Yeah. And thank you so much for listening. Let me do these shout outs real quick. It's the free episode.
I heard you got like twice as many. Wasn't somebody gunning for that?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, the requests haven't come flying in on moths yet. But we'll see. And we're also putting it at the end of the episode. I feel like people get close to the end and like, we got it.
Yeah.
We got the episode.
Yeah.
So they're not hearing all these secrets. This is sacred knowledge at the back of the episode.
It is. Ancient
help
wisdom.
That. It's shout out to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Lizbot, Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, Kevin Lau, Mary Jo, and Meg.says.so. That's Julian's wife. Damn, dog. I don't want to separate you two like that. I don't want to. That wasn't a potion.
I know.
Yeah. How do I put that back together?
I'll work on that in the kitchen. I'm sure you don't use dog and cat poop.
Yeah, what is the opposite of
glue?
Dog and cat poop? Yeah, dog glue?
Gorilla glue.
Gorilla glue. Got to be animal. It's animal oriented, so it's Gorilla glue.
Gorilla glue. We need some flowers, maybe some, we'll work on that.
Some flowers from where a gorilla fucked.
Yeah.
So Meg.says.so and her podcast So and Tell, Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butterly, and send some shout out to the Butterleys.
Yeah.
They recently survived the fire of their own making. It's that's the second oven fire that the Butterleys have survived this year.
That's pretty intense.
That is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they were making their own Romanian witch potion on their stove, in their stove.
I think a lot of fucking witch kitchens probably went up. That's probably what separates the posers from the real witches.
Yeah.
It's
poop is flammable.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just be willy-nilly making potions in your fucking regular kitchen.
No.
You need a kitchen island.
Yeah.
So, Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Courtney, Rick, Coach Rick, Andrew Pace, Keith Butts, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan Ryan, Roger Down, Joe Rob, Joe Francis, and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Wreath, TJ James, a man from down under, holding us down, Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail, and the 5 people you meet in Wawa, This Old Guy, Still Don't Remember Who You Are, Chris Bruno, Kevin McGran, Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker, Derek Towson, who is my brother. We have different last names. I will get to that eventually. I don't know. It's probably not that hard to understand. You know how it works.
We see you, Sydney.
Yeah. What is that? Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. We already almost got canceled when you said when we're different, girl. Sean Dowdy, the seafood man. We'll figure that out. Guy Patterson, Brian Buckner, Toscano Rodriguez, and our man Sean, the Boner King of all boners. You're currently listening to Melissa Val Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock. Check her out on Beethoven Violin on YouTube. We are out.
Bye. Yeah. She got you.